Welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines, a late night meandering really I guess, but did want to give you an update on May, lovely May, and we saw her today and she helped us with some interpretation on what was happening with a couple that had asked us for help. Well, that's another video. But anyway, wanted to just go on a couple of the comments which lovely May has been reading. There's the obvious comments where people want to actually get in touch with lovely May because lovely May is lovely, and they want to know if it would be okay if they get in touch and then come around and see her, which of course is not really not really for me to say, but really very understandable. And is she lovely as she looks? As far as I'm concerned, she certainly is. What's some of the other things that have been said? Well, somebody has said one of the most important or pertinent things to say is, I hope that the trolls will respect her innocence. Yes, I'm sure that in this case they're going to be complete. It will be a complete changeover. It will be a Jekyll and Hyde going back into the good stuff, and they'll suddenly start to behave in a human way with heart and all of that. In fact, it reminds me of that old saying. Well, it's an old saying to me, but it was applied to business, and someone once said to me, expecting that people in business will treat you well because you're a nice person is a little bit like crossing the field and expecting that the bull will not charge you because you're vegetarian. I don't think that's really going to happen. Well, anyway, I'm looking down here and let me see, what is it? I have to put my glasses on for this because I can't read my own writing. But Merx Morris, as it's not his real name, I can quote the whole thing, but Merx Morris said, I guess all of these hopes are understandable, and we would all hope that lovely May is going to have a great time, an easy time, and just be challenged with how to make good videos and how to impart what she knows about faith. So we would all hope for that, but in fact what our friend says is she may just have to toughen up and face what's coming. So we'll be there to support her, as about, I think, must be 20, 30, maybe 40 people have already said that they are, and even allowing for the amorous males who are still looking for someone as lovely May. There's probably going to be a lot more support than we had when we started. So the other point that was brought up was that there's always the point of a little jealousy from possibly from other people. The thing about jealousy and fearing the arrival of someone new on the scene is more about a lack of self-esteem. If you feel or fear that you're not quite good enough, then somebody else getting up on stage or trying to get on stage is going to be a real challenge, and you want to kick them off and discourage them and all of that. I think that there are so many opportunities for everybody, and if you want to know how many opportunities there are, go back to one of our other videos where I said that I helped a couple who they were on Facebook and they had the basics of that, but they didn't know anything about YouTube. And for all that I knew about YouTube, I had been cruising on there, browsing, and I'd learned a lot. So I tried to explain to them, and they just couldn't believe that there would be that much information. So in my example back then on that other video, I said, well, why don't we just type in something really unlikely like crocheting baby boots, and that's what we did. and within about a millisecond up comes 8,500 channels talking about crocheting baby boots. Over 8,000 back then. What it would be now, probably up in the millions now. But anyway, so there's more than enough to go around. And anyway, what should happen is everybody should welcome everybody else. Everybody starts feeling good about themselves and about other people, and that all helps. So, lovely May, welcome. When you get yourself together, she's now in the learning curve about how to handle the camera, how to make herself look good. Oh, that'll be a real challenge, won't it? And just know what to do. And just in the same way that Beth and I had to learn, and if suddenly Beth was unable to do the camera work or the editing, which is her part of our deal, then I'd have to learn how to do it, and there'd be a learning curve for me. So she will learn what she has to learn, she'll learn what she needs to know, and I'm sure that if it is meant to be, then she will do what needs to be done. And she'll be guided, in her case, in her viewpoint, she'll be guided by God, and all will be well. Of that I'm sure. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. Bye for now.